In the last class, we had seen the source transformation, star delta transformation, and source shifting. Okay, so we will be looking in the these two sessions today and the next class. Few numericals on these topics what we already have been covered. We have covered in the previous classes. Okay, so we will take one example. You take the statement. Find the current in 10 ohm resistor. Find the current in 10 ohm resistor in the network shown. Find the current in 10 ohm resistor in the network shown using star delta transformation. Using star delta transformation. Okay. So the circuit goes like this. So this is the circuit given. Okay. So I need to find out what is the current through this 10 ohm resistor. This is I10 ohms. I need to find out this. So to get this, I have to transfer the entire circuit into an equivalent circuit using star delta transformation. Okay. So here we can observe 8 ohm and 4 ohm are in series, 13 ohm and 17 ohm are in series. Sorry, these two values I have not given. This is 12 ohm and 25 ohm. Okay. So 8 ohm and 4 ohm are in series, 17 ohm and 13 ohm are in series. Okay, so I can combine them and I will redraw the circuit like 8 plus 4 is 12 ohms. 8 plus 4, 12 ohms. This 12 ohms as it is, this 10 ohms as it is, this 35 ohms, this 25 ohms as it is, this 10 ohms as it is. Now here I have a 30 ohm resistor, 17 plus 13, these two are in series, so this will contribute 30 ohms. Okay, and this is connected to a supply of 100 volts. Okay. So you can observe here 12 ohm and 10 ohm are in delta. This is a single node. 30 ohm and 25 ohm are in delta. Okay, or 12 ohm, 35 ohm, 12 ohm are in star. 35 ohm, 30 ohm and 25 ohm are in star. Okay. Now if I do the star connection here, again there will be this 10 ohm coming in parallel forming some delta connection. So what I will do is I will convert this delta connection to delta connection into star connections. Okay, I will take two delta connection into star connection. So equivalently I can show here. This is one star connection, and here I can have another star connection. Okay, so I have two star connections here. Okay. So if you want, you can name the nodes, but naming the node, it may take a lot of time. Okay, directly we will use the formula. So now we are converting delta to star. Okay, now if you want, you can name the nodes. Let this be A, B, C. Okay, you can write D, D, E, and F. So this is RA, this is RB, and this is RC, RE, RF, and RD. Okay. So now what is RA? Okay. Now RA is, it is the product of these two resistors connected to this node. This is how we have understood to remember the resistance from delta to star. I want to know the resistance connected to node A or point A or terminal A. So product of two delta resistances connected to that node divided by sum of all the resistances. Okay, so it is RAB into RAC or RCA divided by summation RAB. This is our formula. So this is RAB into RCA divided by RAB plus RBC plus RCA. Okay. So substitute that with the values. So RAB from A to B, the connected resistance is 12 ohms into RCA, it is 10 ohms divided by sum of all the three delta connected resistors, 12 plus 12 plus 10. This equals to 120 divided by 34. Okay. So 120 divided by 34 is 3.52. 3.52 ohms. Similarly, RB, okay, RB is RAB into RBC divided by RAB plus RBC plus RCA. Okay, substitute the values. RAB is 12 ohms. RBC is also 12 ohms divided by 12 plus 12 plus 10. So this is 144 divided by 34. Okay. 4.23. So RB is 4.23 ohms. Okay. Next, RC, I will write it directly. Okay. Resistors connected to C terminal. Okay. 10 ohm and 12 ohm. 10 into 12 divided by 34. That is same as 3.52 ohms. So these are the three resistors values. Those are obtained after transferring this delta formation of 12, 12 and 10 ohm to star connection. Okay. Coming to the another delta to star transformation with the same, I will write it here. RE is equals to, okay, RED into REF divided by RED plus REF plus RDF. I want this resistance RE, product of two resistances connected to this terminal, that is EF and ED. This terminal is D. Okay. EF and ED. Okay. So now divided by sum of all the three delta connected resistances. So this is equals to RED is 25 ohms into REF is 30 ohms divided by 30 plus 25 plus 30 equals to 25 into 30 divided by 85 is 8.82. 8.82 ohms. Similarly, RF, I will write it directly. Two resistances connected to terminal F, 30 and 30. So 30 multiplied by 30 divided by 30 plus 25 plus 30, that is 85. So it is 900 divided by 85. Okay. It's 10.6. RD is equals to two resistances connected to D terminal, 25 ohm and 30 ohm divided by 85. So this equals to same as 8.82. So this is the transformed resistance value from delta to star. Okay. Now we will redraw the circuit. I will redraw the circuit. Because of space restriction, I will redraw it here only. You draw it separately. So RA is 3.52, RB is 4.23, this is 3.52. Okay. Then RE is 8.82. Okay. RD is 8.82 and RF is 10.6 ohms. Okay. Now this is the new circuit. Now what is been asked here is, I want to obtain the current in 10 ohms. Okay. I want to obtain the current in 10 ohms. That is current in this branch. I want to obtain current in simple this branch. Now 4.23, 35 ohms and 8.82. They are in series. Okay. 3.52, 10 ohms and 8.82 ohms. Those are in series. So meanwhile, I will combine these two series combinations. Okay. And those two are in parallel. So what I will do is, I will add these three series resistances. The circuit will be like this. Hundred volts. Okay. This is 3.52 ohms. This is 4.23 plus 8.82 plus 35. Okay. It is 48.05 ohms. This resistance 10.6 ohms as it is. 10 ohms. See, what I will do is, it has been asked to find the current through 10 ohms. So if any parameter has to be calculated across any component, let me keep that component value till the end as it is. Let me not combine it into equivalent value in that particular branch. So three resistors 3.52, 10 ohm and 8.82 are in series. What I will do, I will keep these two added and I will keep 10 ohm as it is. There is no harm if you add, but you should be having a clear picture that across what component I am finding what. Okay, because it is asked to find current through 10 ohm, I will retain that 10 ohm resistor as it is till the end. So 3.52 ohms and 8.8 ohms. Okay. This 12.34 ohms in series with 10 ohm. Now I need to find out this current. Let me take this as I 10 ohms. I am not interested in the current what is flowing in 48.05 branch. Okay. But to find the current in this branch, I should be knowing what is the total current so that I can apply current divider formula. So if when I apply current divider formula, so very easily I can get what is the value of current. Okay. So find out what is the total current. This is the total current I. So therefore I 10 ohms is equals to I into, okay, main current into opposite resistance 48.05 divided by 48.05 plus 12.34 plus 10. Now I should find out I. Now what is I? I is equals to 100 divided by R equivalent. The total equivalent resistance or the equivalent resistance of the circuit. That is my R equivalent. So what is R equivalent here? R equivalent is R equivalent is 3.52 ohms and 10.6 ohms are in series. In series with the parallel combination of these two branches. So I can write it here is as R equivalent is equals to 3.52 plus 48.05 in parallel with 12.34 plus 10 ohms plus 10.6. Now just observe whether all the values are covered here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 resistors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 resistors. Okay. Now find out the equivalent value. So this is equals to 3.52 plus 48.05 multiplied by 22.34, 12.34 plus 10, 22.34 divided by 48.05 plus 22.34 plus 10.6. Okay, so we should find out this now. So the equivalent resistance is 29.37. R equivalent is 29.37 ohms. So now I got R equivalent. I can find out what is total current I. I don't get this circuits. So current I is equals to 100 divided by 29.37 equals to is 3.4 amps. Sorry, 3.4 amps. This is the total current. Now I need the branch current I 10 ohms. So I 10 ohm is equals to, it is 3.4 into 48.05 divided by 48.05 plus 22.34. Is 2.32 amps. So this is the current flowing through 10 ohm resistance. Okay, so this is the current flowing through 10 ohm resistance. Okay, so this is how we have to see the star delta transformation. This is how we have to approach it. Okay, so whether first we should be finding or knowing that whether converting delta to star is more advantageous or converting star to delta is more advantageous. That entirely depends upon the resistance values. So the question statement. What exactly they have been asked us to do, that decides whether first I should go for delta to star transformation or star to delta transformation. So in the circuit, I have taken two end delta connections and converted them into star. As a practice, what you can do is you can take the middle two star network or star connections and you can convert it into delta and observe whether you get the same result, and whether it is this is simple, or converting star to delta again coming back to equivalent resistance is simple. Okay. What one thing we can observe is, when I convert delta to star, many resistances fall in series. So when resistances fall in series, simplification is very simple, very easy. When I convert star to delta, many resistances may come in parallel. So when we get more resistances in parallel, my computations will take more time. So that is the reason. Okay? Why first we should observe or think of converting a delta network or delta loop to a star branch. Okay? So we'll take another example. On the star delta transformation itself. Find the total current delivered. Find the total current delivered by the source. Find the total current delivered by the source in the circuit shown below. In the circuit shown below. It is a bridge network or bridge circuit. So this is the circuit shown. I have to find what is the total current delivered by the source. This is my question. Okay, obviously by using star delta transformation. There is no other way. There is one more way. I can go for mesh analysis or I can go for node analysis. But as of now, we haven't seen that mesh or node analysis. We will not use that. Or in the statement, you can extend that. Find the total current delivered by the source in the circuit shown below using star delta transformation. You can using star delta transformation. Okay. So there is a delta connection of 5 ohm, 25 ohm and 20 ohm, and 20 ohm, 10 ohm and 12 ohm. This is one delta loop, this is one delta loop. Or there is a star connection 5 ohm, 20 ohm and 10 ohm, or 25 ohm, 20 ohm and 12 ohm. Like I told, if I convert star to delta, resistances will fall in parallel. So if I convert delta to star, resistances will fall in series in the equivalent circuit or in the transformed circuit at the later stage. So first we will convert this delta loop or this delta loop into star. Anything. Okay. So I will take this. Let us mark the nodes. Let this be A, B, C, and D. Okay. Now I will convert this into a star network. I will try to convert this into a star network. Okay. So this blue color is a star network. Red is, I think, not clearly visible, so I will not use red now. Okay. It is very blur. Now, let this be RA, RB, and RC. Okay, RA, RB, and RC. Now I will not write the formula. Okay? I will not write the formula. I will simply write directly the values. Okay. So RA is equals to product of two resistances connected to terminal A, that is 5 ohm and 25 ohm, divided by sum of three resistances in delta, that is 5 ohm, 20 ohm and 25 ohm. So 5 plus 20 plus 25. So this is 125 divided by 50. Okay. 120, 125 divided by 50. It will be 2.5. Okay. Yes, it should be 2.5. It is 2.5 ohms. Okay. Similarly, RB is equals to RB is equals to, sorry, this is not RC, this is RD. This is RD. Okay. So RB is product of two resistances connected to terminal B, that is 5 ohm and 20 ohm, divided by 50, that is 5 plus 20 plus 25. Okay. So 100 by 50 is equals to 2 ohms. Okay. Sorry, 100 by 50 is equals to 2 ohms. RC product, RD, product of two resistances connected to terminal D, that is 25 ohm and 20 ohm. So 25 into 20 divided by 5 plus 20 plus 25 equals to. So 500 divided by 50, that is 10 ohms. Okay. 500 by 50 is 10 ohms. Now I will draw the equivalent circuit of transformed equivalent of this delta combination. Okay, I will simply rub this. Yeah. So now RA is 2.5, RB is 2 ohms, and RD is 10 ohms. Now you can observe 2 ohm and 10 ohm are in series, 10 ohm and 12 ohm are in series. Okay, so these two resistances are in series, these two resistances are in series, 2.5 ohm and 5 ohm are in series. Okay, 2.5 ohm and 5 ohm are in series. Okay? Because don't think that this is a different branch, this is a different branch. 2.5 ohm, 20 volt and 5 ohm, they are all in series. So 2.5 ohms and 5 ohms will come in series. Okay, so I will redraw this circuit once again as 2 ohm and 10 ohm. 12 ohms, 2 plus 10 in parallel, 10 ohm and 12 ohm, 10 and 12, 22 ohms. This is 2.5 ohms, this value. This is 5 ohms. Okay, now I need to find out the total current I. The total current I. Okay, so simple series parallel combination. So I is equals to 20 volts divided by R equivalent. Now what is R equivalent? It is 2.5 ohms plus 12 in parallel to 22 ohms plus 5 ohms. So this is equals to 2.5 plus 12 into 22 divided by 12 plus 22 plus 5. So this is equals to 2.5 plus 242 divided by 34 plus 5. Okay. Sorry, 232. 44. 220 plus 44. 264 divided by 34. So this 15.26. R equivalent is 15.26 ohms. Therefore, I is 20 divided by 15.26. So this is equals to 1.31 amps. So the current here is 1.31 amperes. So this is the current delivered by the source. Okay. So this is all about star delta transformation. One numerical example I will solve in the next class on delta to star. We have seen star to delta. We will see one example, and we will end this transformation. Then we will go to source transformation and source shifting in the next class. Okay. So in the next class we will see how to convert star to delta in a given network. Then we will move to examples on sources. Okay. Please enter your USNs in the chat box. Those who have not entered, please enter your USNs in the chat box. So we'll end the session here. In the next class, we'll deal with the other numericals.